with the daughter of an ex-head of state, where you were talking about your background. Tell us a little bit about that meeting and what happened.
It was the former First Lady of Zamfara State, Aisha Babangida. Funny enough, my father was in the military, like I said earlier on, and was a driver. And my father happens to be one of his drivers.
Of President, former head of state,
General Ibrahim Babangida. And we are now talking to, I think it's Action Aids, the collaboration on the girl child that I was talking about. And I was one of the speakers. And I just looked at it and I said, what an irony of life. If anybody could for one day think that I, Binta Masi Garba, will sit down on the same table with a girl that my father was her father's driver, then I wouldn't believe it. But today is history. A daughter of a driver with a daughter of a head of state sitting on the same table to talk to those girls out there. And I told them that once if you have a focus and you have a vision, you are not deterred on the circumstances you found yourself, but you speak to yourself internally that you want to make a difference, and you set an agenda and you pursue it. I said the sky will be their limit. And I think that thing went in, like most of the girls that were there started confessing that some of them are shy, that their parents are, drivers, dry cleaners, maid, and whatever. I said, no, don't be shy with the situation you found yourself today. You can be that change that will bring glory to your parents tomorrow. And I think maybe that's one of those. In
your view, what is the single most important ingredient in that change, in helping you to sort of get to where you are?
Perseverance.
Persevere.
Perseverance. I remember one day I was going to school with an empty stomach, and I was just telling myself, I refuse to be poor, and I must break that jinx of poverty in my family. You know, there was this anger that, hey, I'm going to school without a shoe on my leg. It was cold that time, and I had to take water without food. And here is this girl that her father was on a bike, you know, and it was raining. So the water now splashed on me. So the anger of not having food, the anger of falling inside the mud, and again the clothes, my clothes again was mudded upon by the splashing of this thing. I was just telling myself, no, I said, maybe if my father had a bike too, maybe I wouldn't have been in this condition, you know. So the perseverance was that I want to make a difference, I want to change my life against the one that I found my parents in. And I think that thing kept pushing me on. And I believe strongly that once if you have a will, then definitely there's going to be a way. And today is history.
Are your parents alive?
Yes, my father was 100 last year.
He was what? Say that again.
I was 100, he's still alive. Wow. My mother is about 75, she's still alive. So I think
and when they look at you, what do they say to you?
Well, one of the issues my mother normally tells me was like, Binta, you are always in my prayers. And I was asking her one day, why do you make such a comment like that? He said, when I remember when you were born, I knew you were going to be a great woman. I said, why? He said, everybody wants to carry you when you are a child. And up till today, that same favor is following you. So every day I pray for you so that no evil shall come near your dwelling. And I say, amen.
Distinguished Senator, thank you so much for coming on the program. You've been watching Straight Talk with me, Kadria Ahmed. My guest was Distinguished Senator Binta Masi Garba. We discussed politics, terrorism, and faith. Join me next week when I'll be in conversation with another special guest. Have a good evening.